cool, wow, I love that for you, right? And
No
instead of
one's
the
upset.
fear, right? No one's
Yeah.
upset. No one's like, F you, I'm out of here. Like,
Yeah.
ending the contract, whatever. Like, who do you think you are? Like,
So talk to me a little bit about your nervous system and how when we are working kind of in a clinical setting or doing the thing that maybe we don't want to do that's really draining our nervous system, how can we start to structure our business or build a business that honors that?
mm. So the main thing that I started to do, there's a few things that I started to do when I went into the online space. And one was I got really honest about how I functioned best during my day. Some people take like a chronotype test. Have you ever heard that? You know, like there's like these
No,
different
well,
chronotypes, like
I've never
bears,
done it, but yes.
dolphins, wolves, whatever. So I'm a bear and I've like mapped out my bear. This was many years ago. But I realized like I need slow mornings. Like I just
Mhm.
do. I can't like just jump into something right away, start hopping on calls and da, 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 da. There's other types that can do that, but that's not my type. And so I
Mhm.
realized that I was going to put up a standard or a boundary,
Mhm.
however you want to verbalize it. But I knew that I didn't want to start taking client calls until 11 a.m. And I was like, that's when I'm going to start. And that sounds scary and wild. And I've never done that before, but like, I think that's what I need. And I
No.
started doing it. And it was just like, yeah, exactly. Why not? Right. And so I started doing it and I realized I was like so happy and felt so
Mhm.
nourished and felt so like just in my zone of genius. I felt like I was communicating better. I felt like I was like quicker with, knowledge and retention and recall and all of those things. And I was like, I think I'm onto something here. And so I ended up doing that. That was one way that I was able to just tap into what worked for me. And so I became more efficient in how I was working. And so there was this aspect of decreased stress because I wasn't trying to perform or pretend that I was supposed to function in XYZ way because so and so functions that way, right? Like that's where comparison can be really a problem
Yeah.
for us. And so it's like, no, like you have your own sort of like operating system. So there's
Mhm.
that. And then I also ended up, and this was a really big, scary risk for me to take when I was in the online space, but I started doing it. I've literally never looked back, and clients of mine now have started doing it the same. But I started not taking any calls the last week of the month. So a whole week of the month, not taking any calls. And I'm
I love
talking
that.
like client calls, interviews,
Mhm.
work calls, like team calls, whatever that is. I'm like, no calls last week of the month. Like this, like I need that
Wow, the
white
whole
space
week.
the whole week.
Wow,
And I
that's
still
incredible.
practice that. Like in this phase of like, what's the most audacious thing that I can do? Like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna take a week off every single month. Like no one does that.
And honestly, I could probably say that some people listening to this right now, hearing that makes them want to like cry of joy. Like just like the possibility of like, wow, I can give myself that type of grace, that type of space,
Yes.
and I can still have an extremely profitable business. Like, wait a
Yes.
second here.
Yes, yes. And like the thing was, and this is maybe one of the most important reasons or um yeah, I guess reasons of creating more of like a program-based practice and why I like doing that as opposed to trading your time for dollars, right? It's way outdated, by the way, you guys. Like, let's not do that anymore. But program-based because I was able to communicate with my clients. At the time, I was signing clients like I had programs ranging from 10 to 21K, right? And these people knew what my boundaries were. They knew what my standards were. We set expectations. So there was no fear of like disappointing them. It's like, hey, I'm bringing you on as a client. This is the access you get from me last week of the month. I'm not going to be taking any calls, like da 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 da. And they're like, cool, wow, I love that for you, right? And
No
instead of
one's
the
upset.
fear. Right. No one's
Yeah.
upset. No one's like, F you, I'm out of here, like
Yeah.
ending the contract, whatever. Like, who do you think you are? Like, but that's what we think is gonna happen. And instead, it's actually like, oh my gosh, like I actually love that you're able to nourish yourself, take that time off, set a standard,
Mhm.
whatever, because it
Mhm.
actually inadvertently perhaps gives them permission to do the same. Like,
Mhm.
oh, I want that. I think I'm going to do that. That sounds incredible, right? And then we've got these people who are also nourished and resourced and like actually showing up in the best possible way that they can because you decided to take that courageous action of, honoring yourself and what you
Mhm.
need. And like,
Yep.
I know that I do best when I've got ample amounts of white space and the ability to like just think and create and innovate and be in that space instead of being like, I got a call here and then I got 5 minutes and then I got another call and then another call and then a back to back and then I got to skip lunch and then I got to
Yeah.
like,
Right.
whoo, like,
Yep.
no, I do not function well like that. And I don't
Yes.
think the majority of people do.
No. And I love a couple things you said there with like by you giving yourself that space, you inadvertently, like you said, are showing leadership to other people and they can do it too, which is amazing because when you honor your own needs, your clients will benefit from that. As much as we maybe don't think they will, I kind of I stopped doing anything client related on Fridays. I still sometimes will meet with my team or I'll take a personal call. Actually, I don't meet with my team on Fridays. I'll take a personal call. So for example, if I wanted to like learn a new skill or be in a mastermind or something, I'll do stuff like that, but I won't do client calls and I won't do team calls on Friday. And that's no one cares. No, nobody has been offended by it in any way. And again, it helps me show up better for them. I think so much of what you can do for yourself actually makes you a better coach. Hey, sorry to interrupt, but if you are a health or wellness professional and you haven't yet checked out the Wellness Vault, you're missing out. The Wellness Vault is a content hub for coaches who create their own plans and programs for their clients, run workshops, create digital guides, and so much more. You can now do all of this in a fraction of the time so you can focus on your clients and grow your business faster than ever with more you time. The link to the Wellness Vault is in the show notes, so go sign up for your free trial today. Thank you for watching this short clip. To watch or listen to this episode in its entirety, view the description below. See you next time.